So let's continue with the operational amplifiers. So in this module, let's understand this concept where we have this representation, this negative sign, the name of the terminal. Another terminal is indicated by a positive sign. And what we have, a certain configuration, input signal, a voltage signal Vi is connected to the negative terminal of the operational amplifier through this resistor R1. And then we have this output voltage terminal, and output is fed back to the input terminal with a negative sign right over here through the resistor, let's say R2. The positive terminal of this amplifier is connected to the ground, and this operational amplifier has a gain indicated by A. All right, and what we see here, the current that will flow because of this input signal is I1, and now the current, we'll see that what is the current through the R2. Okay, so we know that since the operational amplifier has the infinite input impedance, ideal case, so this current I1 cannot flow into the input terminal of the operational amplifier. So essentially, this current that goes inside the operational amplifier is zero. Okay. So what happens is that ideally it is the case. So this current I1 tries to flow through the terminal R2. Okay. And let's say this is I2, which is essentially I1. Okay. In the ideal case. And the gain of the operational amplifier is considered to be infinity. So what does that mean? We know that from the previous model, output divided by the input, which is VID, is nothing but the gain, and VID is the difference between the two terminals. All right, V1 minus V2. So here is, let's say we have V1 and this is the terminal V2. Okay, and we say that we take this magnitude of these two signals, or we can also write output divided by the gain is nothing but this is a VID. That's the differential input voltage. Okay, so we have to analyze, we have to derive the total gain of this circuit, which is VO divided by VI. All right. So we can see that what is the value of this. So what we see here, if the gain tries to be infinity, if the gain is infinity, it means this VID tends to zero. So we'll indicate that when gain tries to approach infinity, it means VID tends to approach zero. So it means V1 minus V2, that's the voltage difference, that is equal to 0, and V1 would be equal to V2. That would be good. So now V1 is connected to the zero potential, 0 volt here. So this voltage comes out to be a voltage at this node. So that is V1 would be equal to V2, ideal case. Okay, because the gain is considered to be infinity in this case. So this is called the concept of virtual ground or virtual short. All right, so these two terminals are virtually short so that the VID tends to 0 because the gain is infinite of the amplifier. All right. So once that happens, we can try to apply the simple Ohm's law and other network equations to derive the expression of the output voltage divided by the input voltage. And ideally it is nothing but the gain, and we'll see that what is the gain, closed loop gain of this circuit. So what we see here is we redraw the circuit. We come back and we'll see that this is the positive terminal and negative terminal. That's the resistor R1. Output is fed back to input terminal indicated by negative sign through the resistor R2. This terminal is ground, V1, that is equal to 0, and the V2 is equal to V1, that equals to 0. That's the current through this I1, because we have this input voltage Vi connected here, and that current flows because the current through the operational amplifier is 0. The current cannot pass into the input terminal of the op-amp. So this current is I2, that is equal to I1. So let's apply input Ohm's law to this signal. We can say that this two current I2 is equal to I1. So what is the value of I1? I1 is Vi minus V2, which is the potential at this node, divided by R1. And we equate that to, this is the value of I1, and we equate it to I2. I2 would be V2 minus VO divided by R2. That's the simple Ohm's law. And we know that V2 is 0 because V1 is 0 and because the gain is infinite. So it would be R1 minus VO divided by R2, because V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 0. Because gain is infinity, we've considered that. So we see that from this equation, VO divided by VI that is minus R2 over R1, right? And the magnitude of this would be R2 over R1. So this is the ratio of the resistors. Sets the closed loop gain indicated by ACL, open loop gain is indicated by A, and the closed loop gain ACL is indicated by ACL. So we know that open loop gain in an ideal case and the closed loop gain is R2 over R1 minus R2 over R1. So that is practical case. So we will always use the operational amplifier in a feedback configuration. And since the sign is negative, this configuration is termed as the case of non-inverting amplifier. So what does it mean? Because of the negative sign, if we have, let's say Vi, it's about to be 1 volt peak. This is your input signal Vi. And if let's say amplifier has the gain of 10, so we have this that is set by the ratio of R2 over R1. So we can have the output voltage representation like this. This is your output voltage, and the peak value would be 10 volt. So VO divided by VI, that is minus R2 by R1, that is ACL, which is equal to 10. Okay, the magnitude, we can take that. That's why, and we can see that this is 180-degree phase shifted. The output signal is 180-degree phase shifted with respect to input. So that's all for this case. But what if we'll see that, what if the gain is not, if it is not infinity, it means A has a finite value, right? So what is in that case, what is the expression of VO over VI? Will it be minus R2 over R1 or something else we'll have to evaluate? So we can see that by deriving the expression.